Hello everybody, my name's Shalise. Welcome out everybody to my part 1 of my WWE Draft predictions. Here's the thing everybody, the WWE Draft is coming up soon. I'm just doing part 1 on the Raw side. Who's going to be drafted to Raw and overall what is going to be the roster look like for Monday Night Raw for coming 2020 and 2021. For 2020 now and then up and coming 2021. And I'm basing this list off to make the rosters better. I'm trying to make logic and sense of this WWE roster, which is utterly shit right now. So, here's the thing also. The first one I'm going to do in categories. This is now the Raw Women's Tag Team Division or the Raw Women's Division. Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke were already pre-drafted. Yes, pre-drafted from SmackDown to Raw. I'm having them as a tag team. Let them be. Lana and Natalya. They need to be the jobbers of the group. They need to take losses so other people can rise. Third, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. I'm having these two back, and I want them as psychos. I want, along with The Fiend, to go to Monday Night Raw with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Have Alexa turn Nikki into that crazy Nikki that we had in NXT. Make her great again. Make her a fantastic heel. And, again, all these tag teams, for the women and stuff, they could feud with Asuka. So I think Alexa and Nikki, kind of heelish, or kind of like crazy like personas, I will enjoy, and I will have them on Monday Night Raw. Also on Monday Night Raw, I will have the Retribution members, Mia Yim and Mercedes Martinez, and I'm going to say this, I'm not calling them by their stupid, god-awful names that I gave them. These two women are great wrestlers. These two women could work well together. They have potential. But I believe they have to go by their original names, and they could be a good tag team, and they could be a good fight against Asuka. And all that. Now, Bianca Belair and Zelina Vega. I will have them both stay on Monday Night Raw. Zelina Vega is okay in the ring, and Bianca Belair is, to me, the future. I believe Bianca Belair is probably the best African-American female wrestler. I like her more than Ember Moon and Naomi. I think Bianca Belair has tremendous potential. She's an excellent wrestler, and she's the one I'm going to pick the one to defeat Asuka for the title. I want Bianca Belair to win the title, and I want her to stay on Monday Night Raw. Next up, it's and then also we have Asuka and Becky Lynch. Those two are the cornerstones of Monday Night Raw. I'm not going to separate them. Next up will be Billie Kay. Billie Kay's not really she's the jobber of the Monday Night Raw division, in my opinion. She'll stay. But from moving from SmackDown to Raw will be Carmella. Carmella done all she can on SmackDown. Let her go to Raw. Let her be with our troops chasing around the 24/7 7-11 championship. I won't mind her on Monday Night Raw. I say it's a nice change of pace. She could feud against Asuka, or she could be in the tag team. I don't know. But right there, that's 14 good women right there for Monday Night Raw, which I will not change. Next up is the Raw Tag Team Division. The Raw Tag Team Division, obviously the Street Profits. The Street Profits are going to stay on Monday Night Raw. Bianca Belair is there with her husband, Montez Ford, so they're going to stay there. Street Profits are going to stay and be champions. Who could they feud against? I would have the Hurt Business, Bobby Lashley, MVP, Cedric Alexander, and Shelton Benjamin. They could fight for the tag team, any one of them. Also, I would put Rey Mysterio and Dominic as a tag team. Let them fight over the tag team division over there. That's 3 teams right there I gave you. Next up is Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. They're a good tag team. They're standard. Nothing too special about them, but they're a good tag team. And they're great wrestlers and all that stuff. But together, they're just there to be cannon fodder. Next up will be the Lucha House Party, but not with Kalisto. I'm choosing Lindsay Dorado and Grand Metalik. So they're moving from SmackDown to Monday Night Raw. I will put them on Raw just because we need a little bit more faces. Another group that's moving from SmackDown to Raw will be the New Day, just Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. Eventually when Xavier Woods gets healed up, I will put them on Monday Night Raw to help build up the division, to help build up good heels. And then after that, the final tag team would be Retribution, with Dominic Dijakovic, Dio Madden, and Shane Haste and all that stuff. They're all 3 are great wrestlers. Dominic Dijakovic could have been a main event. Easily. He had fantastic matches with Keith Lee. But I will not have them by their freaking stupid names, the Retribution. T-Bar and the other one. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But them? Okay, you got 3 teams right there. The Hurt Business, the Retribution, and Dolph and you got 7 tag teams right there. So there's 7 tag teams right there, like 3 heels, 4 faces, 17 people in that tag team. That's a good amount for Monday Night Raw. Now moving to SmackDown to Monday Night. Well, before I go into moving to SmackDown, let's take a look at the jobbers. Which jobbers are gonna stay on Monday night? Titus O'Neil, he could stay there. Akira Tozawa, sad to say, he's not treated seriously. He's gonna stay on Monday Night Raw. R-Truth, he's a 24/7 champion. Jinder Mahal, Riddick Moss, they stay on Monday Night Raw. They had to be cannon fodder. And the ones who I will stay on Monday Night Raw will be Aleister Black. I want him to stay on Monday Night Raw with him and Zelina Vega stay together. I will have Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins and Monday Night Messiah stay on Monday nights. I mean, they called it Monday Night Rollins for so long. I would have Buddy Murphy with Alea turn face. I would have him still on Monday Night Raw. Keith Lee, he started off on Monday Night Raw. We could do plenty of stuff with him against Bobby Lashley for the United States Championship. He could battle the Hurt Business. He could battle one of my future draft picks for him. And also, who will be the WWE Champion? My pick is Randy Orton. Randy Orton needs to be the champion of Monday Night Raw, in my opinion. I love Drew McIntyre, but you know where he's possibly going to go. Randy Orton is the WWE Champion. I think he could do a lot of great stuff as a heel, and there are going to be new faces on SmackDown he could fight against. 1. King Corbin is going to Monday Night Raw. I want him over there just so he could feud maybe with Keith Lee, get a quick victory. Baron Corbin's like cannon fodder for a lot of superstars, but he'll be there. Shorty G will be moving to Shorty G or Chad Gable will be moving to Monday Night Raw as well, so he could get some heels could get victories over him. He's a jobber of that one, but kind of more legitimate person. Kane and the Big Show are just 2 WWE legends. Kane was on SmackDown, Big Show was on Raw, but I bring these 2 together so Randy Orton could continue this legend killer stuff and kill off Kane and Big Show, whatever he has to do. AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy. They need to go to the Monday Night Raw. There's too much they already done with SmackDown over there with Sami Zayn and all that stuff, and I believe they will work better in a 3-hour schedule, and AJ needs to get away from Paul Heyman. But AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy need to go to Monday Night Raw, in my opinion. And plus, I will also, Jeff Hardy, yeah, he's a face, so he could fight against a whole bunch of other superstars. Next up, Sheamus. Sheamus could go face, heel, whatever. I will have him move to Monday Night Raw. Have a good match with Keith Lee and other future draft picks. And Buddy Murphy, face Buddy Murphy, and all that stuff. Next up will be Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, good. He'll be good for Monday nights. Again, he could fight against Keith Lee. He could fight other faces of the Raw brand. Buddy Murphy he could fight. There's so many other superstars he could fight. Next up will be John Morrison. I will have John Morrison split from The Miz, and I will have John Morrison turn face, and he could fight against like Aleister Black, Randy Orton. There could be so much stuff. John Morrison is that damn good of a wrestler, and I will keep John Morrison on, and not keep John Morrison on SmackDown. I will move him to Monday Night Raw. Next up, and the last superstar to be drafted to SmackDown to Monday Night Raw will be Bray Wyatt the Fiend. Bray Wyatt, I love him. He's my favorite wrestler, and he was on my favorite brand SmackDown, and then they kill him off when Goldberg won, and all that stuff, and they continue giving Roman, they gave Roman, they gave it to Braun, and they gave it to Roman. A lot of stupidity right there. Well, it's backstage politics. But Roman's at the best that he is right now, and I do not want to see Bray Wyatt lose the championship. I mean, not Bray Wyatt lose the championship, but Bray Wyatt get more buried than he already is to lose against Roman Reigns, who's not going to lose that title. So Bray Wyatt to Monday Night Raw. He could have like this kind of like family with Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss. If anything, you can move Killian Dane over later on in your future. Have like Killian Dane trying to save his wife and all that stuff, and he'll be a part of the new Wyatt family or the new Fiend family. But yeah, Bray Wyatt as a face, as a Fiend, great stuff. He could fight against the cult leader Seth Rollins. He could fight against Randy Orton, get his revenge against Randy for destroying his and his chance as a champion. Taking the title away from him at WrestleMania. There's a lot of stuff you could do. But yeah, everybody, out of total, that was 51 superstars that are going to be on Monday Night Raw. 51 superstars for 3 hours. New storyline, new details. You're telling me you can't get a good draft pick out of that? You're telling me you cannot make something good right there? You can. Also, 16 superstars were drafted. That's not including Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, who were just drafted there for whatever freaking reason earlier. And then also they had the Retribution members. That's 5 new people right there. Raw has a good amount of draft picks. Raw has a good amount of change now. I believe that is the right decision for Monday Night Raw for my predictions. But let me just think one. Who do you think should go to from SmackDown to Monday Night Raw? And the reason why I didn't include NXT members because there was like 5 people who just went to Monday Night Raw from NXT. So NXT needs to rebuild new superstars and all that stuff. So yeah, Monday Night Raw is getting a whole bunch of people, and I organize as best I can to make all the divisions kind of fair. So Monday Night Raw for 3 hours, 51 superstars, 16 changes. Let me know what y'all think of one. Names release, alright for everybody. Bye.